My Rapidash, it's cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. You think so? Oh, yes. It's stunning, kindly. Love it. Hug it when sleeping. Warm and cuddly. Spectacular, ravishing. Oops, look at the time. I kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. Um, you probably didn't find that as amusing as I did. Hey everybody, Raptail back here. This isn't a battle, as you can tell. I am sorry, it is almost a week since my last battle, and I do promise that tonight, Sunday, or on Monday, I will be looking for getting a battle or two going. So by Monday, Tuesday, I shall have a battle up. But I figured in the lull, I would do this little thing, and I do some predictions on Pokemon as we come into 5th gen, and kind of see what what some possibilities might be for some of the new guys, what some problems might be for some of them, and all of that. So, all right, let's get started here. So the first Pokemon I want to look at is Gengar. Now, Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I've loved it ever since Gen 1, and I've thought it's been really cool. It's stood the test of time, more or less. You know, it stayed OU, and it's been strong, and I feel like it's really only gotten stronger throughout Gen 4. Now, one of the biggest problems with it in 5th Gen is its main competition is going to be the Chandelier. I think it's called Chandelure, the Ghost Fire guy. And the differences between him and Gengar are Gengar is much faster, but Chandelure has an amazingly high special attack, which is friggin' ridiculous. And it also has the Dream World ability Shadow Tag, which as of now we don't know if/when it's going to be released, or if it'll even stay in OU, or if Shadow Tag ability will be banned, all that stuff. But as of now, on the Dream World server, I know with Shadow Tag and Scarfed Chandelure, it is kind of running rampant, and it's going crazy. Honestly, I still think Gengar is going to be very viable. I think now you might see things that are more like a Choice Scarf variant of Gengar to outspeed other Choice Scarfers and stuff like that. I'm probably going to keep my set that I currently have, which is my 3 attacks and D-Bond, and possibly with Focus Sash. It might change, it might not, just kind of see what happens, and yeah, go from there. But anyway, I think Gengar is going to stay strong, even if this Chandelure thing is keeping up with it. Alright, next Pokemon, we have Ditto. And Ditto's always been an interesting little quirk. Obviously, the only thing Ditto has ever learned is Transform, and it's never really had the stats to back it up and to be worthwhile. Now, the coolest thing about Gen 5 is it has a new Dream World ability. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but what it does is it transforms into the Pokemon on switch-in, which means you don't actually have to use Transform, which is freaking awesome. So the upside of that is it turns into the Pokemon that you're fighting right away, and yeah, so you can, put in all of your stats into, or all your EVs into HP. Everything else doesn't really matter that much because HP is the only thing that stays when you transform into a Pokemon. I guess you can put the rest into speed and all that. Anyway, I think it has a chance to be decent as long as the Dream World ability is released and is used and all that kind of stuff. Right now, I think we're mostly seeing the Choice Scarf variant as an awesome revenge killer. I don't know if that's the only use for it, but it's kind of the biggest use, and honestly I think it's the most feasible and most reasonable use of Ditto. So I think Ditto will see a lot more use. I don't really know what tier it'll end up in, because technically it can be in any tier, because it'll just act like the Pokemon in that tier because it'll transform into them, but we'll see. Alright, the next Pokemon that we have, we're going to look. Whoops, sorry about that, accidentally pressed a button, recording cut off. Anyway, the next Pokemon we are going to look at is... Oh god! Oh god, missing no, we're all gonna die! Get rid of it, get rid of it, get it off the screen! We don't want our games to glitch. Wow, I'm trying to be funny, I'm sorry, I'm kind of failing miserably. Alright, on to the next Pokemon. Now this is one of my favorites, which I've never actually used on a team competitively, but it is Gyarados. Now, Gyarados has always been a cool guy, and he still seems to be holding up pretty well in the 5th gen metagame currently. The thing I like about him is obviously Intimidate is great. You can bring it in on a physical attacker, get the Intimidate off, and you can do things like set up a Dragon Dance. Gyarados can be offensive, it can be bulky, it can be a rest talker, it can a phaser with roar. It can do so many different things. I personally like the bulky DD set, so the bulky Dragon Dance set, and you know, it's pretty nice. It has the taunts, Dragon Dance, obviously waterfall. It can have a couple different things in the last spot, usually roar or something like that. Now, one of the interesting things about the Gen 5 is there's a new move called Dragon Tail. And a lot of people are saying that it's not worth using Dragon Tail over Roar because Roar is 100% accurate while Dragon Tail is not. I believe it's 90% accurate. So there is a little bit of a risk involved in using it. And if the opponent is behind a sub, it's not going to work. Now, the way Dragon Tail works is it pretty much is like a Roar Whirlwind thing, except it does damage to the Pokemon and then kicks him out of the battle. So I think it's pretty cool because it can do some damage to a guy while forcing a switch out. So you know, you can send in your Gyarados, go with the Intimidate boost, expect a switch, go for the Dragon Tail first on the expected switch into a counter, which will get your the Gyarados counter out of there, and then you can either Dragon Tail again or DD up expecting, you know, something else or something like that. So I think it has some great potential in all its old sets, and maybe with some of the new moves it can do that. It also can learn Moxie, which raises your attack by one level whenever you kill a Pokemon. So for the offensive variants, that can be really awesome if you get a DD up and, you know, get a kill, so you can still keep the +1 speed and then get a +2 attack and then a kill another guy +3 attack, and you know how it goes from there. Anyway, sorry guys that this isn't a battle, but I do promise I will have one up soon, and probably I'll have 2 more up before Black and White comes out on March 6th. So peace guys, and I'll catch you later. Bye.